Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. And there is a trope that has come out of, some say, the hip hop generation, that men are not supposed to pay for anything, and that if a woman, especially a black woman, asks for something, she is a gold digger. Even if he has fathered a child with her, and he's supposed to pay child support, even if it's just $40 a week. If she expects and demands that $40, she's a gold digger. So this is the kind of irresponsible and unaccountable behavior that has come from a lot of black men, especially broke black men. And they have this fantasy that white women are not gold diggers. White women don't want their money. Only black women want their money. And if black women dare to say anything about it, then they want to make a big announcement that that's why they don't date black women. But this is a recurring theme, and they say this over and over and over again. That's why they don't date black women, but they're still talking about black women. So my sister sent me this post from her Facebook page. Somebody had sent it to her, and I thought it was funny. And it's from someone named LaKimberly Monique. This is what a black man said on TikTok. White women don't beg for money like black women and try to get things out of them, and they have a different mindset. That's why he prefers them. The white girls in the comments did not disappoint. So white women wanted to come in and do some straightening. I really believe that white women are getting tired of black men trying to weaponize them against black women, because what we see more and more is black women with white men, but white men are not trying to weaponize black women against white women. White men are not blaming everything in their lives on white women. If they have a horrible relationship with their mother, they move on with their own lives, grow up like men, and get on with their own lives. They don't hold white women responsible for them being losers and deadbeats. They just don't. And that's what I call being mature. So the center of this tweet is white women don't beg for money like black women. Okay, let's see what the white women said. This post has gotten 4,873 comments, mostly from white women. So the first white woman said, "We're literally known for taking everything." Like, what? Now, that's really true, because even when Donald Trump got divorced from his first wife, he cheated on her with the second daughter's mother. And the first wife, Ivana Trump, said, "Don't get mad, get everything." And she got millions from Donald Trump. And so the next white woman said, "Wait until he finds out how much it costs to stay blonde." Okay? She's laughing so hard, she's crying over this. These white women know this guy is a joke. I'm even taking the change out of your cup holder. As a white woman, I am very supportive of that money transfer. So black people are constantly talking about how wealthy black men transfer wealth to other communities. So this woman says she's very supportive of transferring that money to her community. So that sounds like somebody who wants money to me. Literally raised to find a man to pay for my life, all the bills, all my clothes, anything fun. And these are all white women. I'm sure some of them are trolling and having a good time with this, but they're really speaking what they think. Black men don't know anything about white women, and they need to stop trying to be an authority on white women. They just do. Okay, hi, I'm white and I take everything, LOL. Now, this person is obviously trolling, but it's still funny. I've never not taken money from a man. Cosmopolitan magazine is a magazine that's marketed to young, professional, upwardly mobile white women. Years ago, the editor of that magazine wrote a book called Having It All. And in that book, she said women should always date up. You should always date men who can help you to become financially successful. You should date men if you're dating a married man. She's even telling them you might have to start out dating married men so you can get the money to create the image and the persona that you need to attract single men with money. See, that's a strategy. And white women get taught that all the time. And they're not ashamed of it. The problem with black women is that nobody tells black women that. And then black men are apparently told they're so important that they shouldn't have to pay for anything. When you see a white woman with a broke man, white or black, it's because she can't do any better. They are trained and groomed to date and marry up. And I don't even know what black men are talking about. They don't even know white women. When I've been around white women all my life. I've worked with white women, and in my work life as a teacher, young white teachers would come into the school, and they're already engaged to be married. But by their second year of work life, they're married or they're getting married that summer. And their next goal is to work 2 or 3 years and then start on their family because once they have a baby, the goal is to be a stay at home mom. But they're working with their husbands to prepare financially so she can be a stay at home mom because once she is not working, the husband is going to foot the bills for the family. White men, white boys are raised to take care of a family. They are raised to have to pay bills, to pay for a car, to pay a mortgage, to buy groceries. White men are not raised to whine and complain and blame everything on women because life hasn't offered them a free ride. They also don't throw their seed around to anybody who will lay up with them and then pitch a hissy fit because a baby turns up and they got to help take care of it. And as hard as it might be for these type of black men to believe, some black men are actually raised to take care of a family. Men like my husband and my brothers and many others, especially down here in the South. They are taught that they're supposed to take care of a family, provide for a family with food, clothing, and shelter, educating children, and putting something aside for the next generation. Some black men are actually raised like that. This woman says, I get to wake up and look at the ocean every morning because I took everything in both of my divorces. Please do not play with me. They're not flattered by the fact that these men think they can take advantage of them because that's what it is. Hello, I'm a white woman. My mom drove around the park with me once and was like, you see all these men here? They're doctors and lawyers. These are the men you need to be around. I took that to heart. Every country artist has made a song about how we took the house, his truck, his kids, and the dog. We don't leave anything behind. I'm white, and I literally have never met a single white woman that doesn't have the take everything from men mindset. It's in our DNA. What is he on about? And remember the soccer player in England? He was from Senegal and he was engaged to marry a beautiful Senegalese woman before he left his country. But he was a good player and he got this big contract playing soccer in Europe. So he went over there and got the big head and got tied up with this white woman, married this white woman, had 2 children. And after she had those 2 children, it was time to go. So she divorced him and took everything, including the washing machine. Because a big deal was made over the fact that he didn't even have a way of washing his clothes. He's going to have to go back to the laundromat. But she took everything. And I would say that if he had married a white American woman, she would have at least let him keep the washing machine. I believe she would have been that generous. But that woman in Europe, that European woman took everything. Then they had him on the media crying and carrying on, didn't have anything, and he went back and actually married the woman that he should have married in the first place. This woman says, I got married so I didn't have to pay for anything. And also we're madly in love or whatever. This woman says, they're out here forgetting we take the house, the kids, the car, the best friend, and the child support. So these white women are having a ball with this guy, just trolling the heck out of him because he's way out in left field. He doesn't know them, and they know he doesn't know them. And the takeaway from this is, if you like white women, get to know them. Get to know white women so you can talk on the internet, on TikTok, or wherever it is you want to run your mouth. You can tell the world what you like about them. And stop talking about black women. That's negative. You're not required to love black women. Go with the women you like and be happy, because it sounds like you're being spiteful when you're keeping black women in your mouth all the time. Go with what you like and be happy with that, because black women going to be all right. Believe it or not, black women are going to be all right. A lot of men like black women, and the more black men do stuff like this, they're just giving other races of men an opening with black women, and they're taking it. They are taking it. So don't worry about black women. Be happy. Get to know the white women that you like and let us know what you like about them. How about that? Okay, y'all, thank you for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Give me a thumbs up and have a wonderful evening.